Good evening. Welcome. Hey, this is Apostle Mark T. May. I'm broadcasting live, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Listen, there's a word I want to share with you. I will be on for only about 15 minutes. So come on in, like, share, tag somebody, DM them, send them a text, let them know that Apostle Mark T. May is on the air and there is a word for you. And so I want to share this word, and it's going to be I'm going to give you part of it today and more of it later on in the week. And most of you probably will catch this on the replay. And so I'm going to jump right into it. Again, as you come on, tag somebody, like it, turn on your notifications so you do not miss it. Like, follow, share, do all that great stuff. Get the algorithms pumped up and get them working for us tonight. All right, I'm going to jump right on into this. Those of you that don't know me, I'm Apostle Mark T. May. Again, I'm live here in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, and I want to share with you this word from the Lord. And it comes from out of Isiah 54. And I want to share, I am going to share all this week. I'm going to be sharing out of Isiah 54 for about 15 minutes at a time. So let's just jump right into it and just prepare to receive what it is the Lord is saying. And so one of the things the Lord began to say to me was about enlarging your capacity. Enlarging your capacity. Well, in what way, in what manner? What do you mean? Enlarge your capacity in order to receive what He's getting ready to do in your life, what He's getting ready to bless you with, what He's getting ready to download into your spirit. So you have to enlarge your capacity to be ready. And so this is the way that I believe the Lord wants me to share this with you tonight. Okay, so before you can enlarge your capacity and receive what it is that's coming from the Lord, you must first build your infrastructure. You must first build your infrastructure. So before you begin to enlarge and begin to receive, you have to have the infrastructure in place so that you can receive what it is that God is getting ready to do in your life. Now, check this out. This is what got me excited. Isaiah 54, it says this: sing, O ye barren, thou that didst not bear, break forth into singing, cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with a child, for more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith the Lord. Now, good evening, Tracy. Good evening, Camille. So listen, this is what got me excited about this. Now, I've used this word prophetically, speaking to people who have not been able to bear children, and they've receive miraculous results, those who were physically barren. But this is what the Lord is saying. So check this out. So he says, sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear, break forth in singing. So God is saying, now is to start celebrating now before He enlarges your capacity. Be excited about it. Start celebrating now. Break forth in singing, O barren. What does that mean? So we're not talking about a womb, but we're talking about whatever this may be that God has given you that seems like it was barren, that seems like it was not going to produce, that seems like it was not going to come forth. He says, sing, O barren. If it's your business, come on. If it's your education, whatever the situation may be that seems like it's been barren, maybe it is a relationship that has been barren. Maybe your finances have been barren. Whatever it is, he says, sing, O barren, and break forth with singing. Break forth with singing. Get excited before it happens. Get excited before you get there. Sing, O barren. And so as I was reading this, and I've already talked about this a bit, but he said, you must first prepare the infrastructure to receive. Now, check this out. So if you're believing or expecting that God is going to bless you, let's just use finance for a moment, okay? That God is going to bless you with a large sum of money or give you an increase on your job that takes you into a whole nother bracket. uh, you must have the infrastructure to be able to contain what God is getting ready to give you, to be able to contain the blessing that's coming. So, what does that mean? So, maybe you need some financial education. Come on. Maybe you're getting ready to start that business. You need to understand and educate yourself more about the things of business. Get around people that know more than you do about a particular subject matter or business, and get around them and learn and glean. All right. A wise man listens and obtains knowledge. A wise man listens and obtains knowledge. You don't have to you don't have to be the loudest one in the room. Come on. You don't have to be the loudest one in the room. Come on. The Bible also says that a fool speaks his whole heart. So a wise man will listen and be in a space with great people, and you will obtain knowledge. So you have to build the infrastructure to be able to receive what God is getting ready to do. Somebody ought to type in the comments, enlarge your capacity, enlarge your capacity, enlarge your capacity. And so in verse 2, he says, enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitation. Spare not. Lengthen thy cords and strengthen thy stake. So you visualize a large tent. And so he says, enlarge the place of the tent. So the tent is expanding. The cords that support the tent. He says here, lengthen thy cords. Stretch forth thy curtains and the habitations, and spare not. And so in verse 2, what the Lord is saying, that you have to make preparation to enlarge your capacity. You must make room for what is coming. Let me say that again. Preparation is key. Preparation is key as you are enlarging your capacity. You must make room for what's coming. Come on, make room for what's coming. Come on, tell somebody, make room for what's coming. Make room for what's coming. Come on. It seems like it's verse 1. It seems like it's barren. It seems like it's dead. It seems like nothing's going to come out of this. It may be an idea. Excuse me, it may be a dream. Come on. It may be that business, whatever it is, it seems like it may not be coming. It may be the relationship. Come on, that you've been praying about. It seems like it is dead, it's barren, and nothing's going to happen. But the Lord says, how you start out, he said, come on, sing, oh barren. Come on, don't mourn about it. Don't be sad about it. Listen, don't even pray about it anymore. Yep, that's what I said. Don't even pray about it anymore. Begin to sing, oh barren. Break forth and sing. In other words, begin to celebrate before it happens. Come on, I told you I'm only going to be on 15 minutes. I've got 5 more minutes. All right, now let's look at this. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitation. Spare not. Lengthen thy cords, strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left hand. My God, listen. You will break forth on the right hand, and you're going to break forth on the left hand. So let's look at this. Let's take it step by step. As you begin to celebrate, as you begin to sing, oh barren, come on. As you begin to sing, as you begin to celebrate, these are the things that begins to happen. So as you are doing this, he says, for thou shalt break forth. This is what's going to happen. You will break forth on the right side, and you're going to break forth on the left side. Now it goes on and it says this, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. It's going to break forth. Now, listen to this. So, for thou shalt break forth from the right hand on the left hand. And this says, and thy seed. And I believe this is a twofold meaning right here. I believe that this is talking about the seed, okay? The seed that you will inherit, all right? Inherit, okay? And the seed that you sow. Now, look at this again, okay? It says, and your seed, it says, and thy seed, your natural seed, your children, come on, your lineage, the generations to follow you, your seed will inherit the Gentiles, or it's translated the nations. Come on, it's bigger than you think. The nations, the Gentiles, the people groups, other people. What is it? They shall inherit. And now then it goes on, it says, you shall, or you will inherit other nations. The seed that you sow and the seed that you birth. Come on. The seed that you sown and the seed that you birth will inherit. Come on. As you enlarge your capacity, what you are doing is not going to end with you. It's going to go to the next generation. It's going to go to your seed. Now, let me say it again. It is the seed that you sow, and it is the seed that you have birthed. Come on. Let's see who's joining me now. Come on, Derek, thank you for being with me. Evangelist Kozar, thank you for being with me. Diane, thank you for being with me tonight. Come on now. Enlarge your capacity. Get ready for what is getting ready to happen. Get ready for what God is getting ready to bless you with. All right, now. It says, and in verse 3, it says, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. So what has been desolate, what looks like it was not going to produce, come on, God will cause what seems like it was not going to produce, he will cause it to produce. And even as I'm saying that, there's somebody that's been dealing with business, and it looks like your business has not been producing, but God is saying, enlarge your capacity. Come on, break forth with singing, begin to celebrate, because it is going to begin to produce. Come on, enlarge your capacity. My God. All right, verse 4, and I'm about to wrap this thing up. I got about 2 minutes. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed. Listen, fear not. Do not fear. Do not fear the process. See, we're talking about the end result. We're talking about the end result, but it's a process. So fear not. Do not fear the process. Come on. Type that in there. Tell them, do not fear the process. Do not fear the process. Verse 4, fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed. Listen, it doesn't matter what has happened in the past. It doesn't matter what may have embarrassed you. It doesn't matter what you have started and it failed, and it didn't seem to prosper in that season, but in that time. But here we are tonight talking about the Lord says, break forth in singing. Come on, celebrate before it happens. Despise not the process. All right, the process. Don't fear. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt thou shalt not be put to shame. Thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth. Come on. He's going to put you in a place, in a space. I'm at 15. I got to get out of here. He's going to put you in a place, in a space where as your capacity is going to be so large that you're going to break out on the left hand and on the right hand, that you're going to forget. Come on. You're going to forget the shame, the pain, the hurt of your youth or your yesterday. You're going to forget all about that. Come on, let me go ahead and wrap this up real quick. For thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shall not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore. And I'm going to get to that tomorrow. Come on. So God wants you. Come on. He wants you to break forth in singing. Let's go over it again. Break forth in singing. Make preparation, build the infrastructure to handle what it is that God is getting ready to give you, what he's getting ready to bless you with. This is what's going to happen as you do that. This is what's coming. Come on. This is what's going to happen. You will break forth on the right hand and on the left hand. Your seed will inherit other nations. Your seed, the seed that you sow and the seed that you birth. Come on. Verse 4, we talked about the process. Don't fear the process. Don't fear the process. You won't be disappointed. Oh, my God. This time, this is what the Lord said. This time, you won't be disappointed. Somebody need to put that in the comments. This time, you will not be disappointed. And you will feel, verse 5, and you will forget the hard and the difficult times. My God, there we go. I'm going to stop there at verse 4, but I'm taking all the way through Isaiah 54 this week because I want you to see something. The end of Isaiah 54 talks about that no weapon formed against you will prosper, but it's even deeper than that. So we're going to take the context before that, and then we're going to put all that together. So come in with me. I don't know what time I want to come on. Turn the notifications on. I'm going to pop up all week, and we're going to be talking about enlarging your capacity. Listen, if this has blessed you, you can sow a seed into this word that you received tonight. The information is right there on the screen. I'm not going to stay long. I already went over 2 minutes. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. This has been Apostle Mark T. May, broadcasting live from Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Listen, enlarge your capacity, prepare your infrastructure, because something big is getting ready to happen in your life. Something big is getting ready to happen in your life. I catch up with you tomorrow. Peace.